Goes. There we go. Alright, so, the last we left off, you guys had just recovered from the Phoenix attack, and the hag, or crone, who stole Leroy's sister, Shanaira. You all then went into and broke the first seal of Jawkins, upon which Leroy was cursed. We then were ambushed on the rooftop of the castle of the Afridi Sultan by a lone figure. At first it appeared she was alone, but ended up having some constructs with her invisibly. Learning it was Willow, and then using a charge from the magic staff of MacGuffany.
Good name, good name.
We were able to break the hold that Aurealis had over her. An order had over her. She then helped you guys take care of the constructs, and then had a nice chat with you all. And that is where we left off, as you are currently leaving the palace. Having jumped off the bridge and entered the portal, arriving back in the Jawkins basement, where you see your father waiting for you. So, it is done.
Father.
Yes?
Done. Yes.
What's wrong with him?
I don't even know myself.
Okay. Well, that is troubling. All the seals are protected by powerful curses, Willow says.
Point to her and nod.
I'm sorry, but we need to go.
Point to her and nod.
Your father nods. Yes, the rest of Armenia will be on their way here very shortly. I'm sure they felt that earthquake.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You're a fugitive, son, and I won't tell them that you did this to buy you some time. But if they figure it out, all of Armenia will be against you.
Fine. I raise up a thumb.
Right now, I'll play dumb.
Not hard.
Well, that hurts my pride.
Yeah.
He face palms really heavily.
Love you, Dad.
Love you too. Hopefully you're doing what's right.
Raise up a thumbs up. Can't form words.
If we meet again, hopefully I don't have to kill you.
Try. Fail.
So you say. Good
Meanwhile,
luck.
in Sindra's head, all she hears is, "Oh, I would totally kick your ass. Just go on."
But he says good luck, and then Willow will cast plane shift.
Quickly before we shift, I give my dad a hug, and I just whisper in his ear, "Find her."
He nods as you vanish. Where you arrive will be familiar to you all from yesterday, as you are in an expansive galaxy of silvery gray sky floating. There are dull colors, like literally pools of color off in the distance.
Look around.
So it's pretty airy.
What's that?
So it's a pretty place.
It is. You're like, it's like you're floating in space. But you can feel the urge and the will to move forward, like with your mind. You don't need to breathe here either, you come to find.
Hmm.
How is everyone doing?
Well, A-okay.
Look over at Spyro.
Oh, let's see.
Look over at Altor.
Oh, oh.
Very well.
Mhm.
Look over to Willow. Go. Where?
It's a bit of travel from here. But follow me this way. Urge yourself to move forward with your mind, and it will be so. We're heading to Aaronport. From there, we'll be able to rest for a moment before traveling back to the material plane.
Nod. In my mind, I'm like, what the hell is Aaronport?
Mm-hmm.
It's a city of Githyanki. They're usually not too kind with outsiders, but I have a old connection there.
Oh,
Right.
Funny thing, you have a connection there too, Leroy.
oh,
Chaos, after all.
oh.
Aaronport's one of the only cities in all of creation that still remembers him.
Good.
Very good. And order has never been welcome there.
Yay. I mean,
Right.
Lead.
As she is floating forward. So, as per yesterday, but for Jacob, your speed is equal to 3 times your intelligence score.
Well,
Question.
3 times.
Yes.
I have a feat that increases my speed.
I'd say that tops off onto whatever your new speed would be.
So I do add it on.
I would say, yeah. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to.
Cool. So my base speed is 42, aka 40. And with that, it'll make me 50.
Okay.
So, you said that your speed is increased by 3 times, or is it just 3 times your intelligence?
It's 3 times your intelligence. So it's an adjusted speed.
Okay. So,
So if you
I
have
guess my
10
30.
intelligence, it would be flat 30. And so on.
Mine would be 30. It's almost the same as what I had.
Yeah. It only hurts if you dumped intelligence.
Yeah.
But as you're floating through, it's like an endless expanse of nothing. You're traveling, but it doesn't feel like travel. You're suddenly, like, shunted to the edge of each horizon, it feels like, instead of slowly progressing to your destination.
Oh.
What's more is the coloration to the sky is always the same, but occasionally, very far off, you can see the entirety of the realm darken. And then it darkens closer and closer, and soon the entirety of the plane is the absolute darkest you could possibly think of. And that's when Will says, brace yourselves. I need you all to roll an intelligence saving throw.
I'm a smart boy.
Oh, I hit intelligence check. Whoops.
It's fine. You're not proficient in saving throws, are you?
No.
So it'd be the same.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I mean, mine does say +2, but I think that's false.
Everybody hold hands, she says. And then you all grab each other. Somebody roll me a d20, and then I need all of you to roll a d20. So one person roll the group d20, and then each of you individually roll.
Wow.
Do we want that?
Ooh, a natural 1. Alright, so if I can get Syndra's sheet to load, I'll roll her saving throw as well.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, not advantage. Ooh, her first roll is much worse. 14. Okay, so 1 isn't bad. You actually, what you didn't want to get is a 20 in this instance.
Oh.
For this, so it's not too bad. Only 3 hours is added to your travel time, and you feel your location shift, each of you. If you weren't holding hands here, you would all be sent randomly across the plane.
Yeah.
But you feel yourself move back and are shunted to a different location. The DC for the intelligence saving throw is only 15, so Altor.
Oh.
And I still need one from Spyrolicious.
Oh. Boom.
Alrighty. So you rolled a 17. Interesting. Alright. So you take... it doesn't even matter for you. You're immune to psychic damage.
Dang.
So you're fine. You're like, huh, that was weird, and then just completely brush it off. JM, you passed the saving throw. Spider, you passed. So Altor. 18. Oh boy, you're not immune to psychic damage. So Altor, go ahead and roll a D100 for me. $18 again on the D20 and the D100. All right, you have disadvantage on all ability checks. For 6 times 10 is so about 2.5 days. Basically, you're experiencing a bunch of hallucinations currently, here and there. But only for 2.5 days, 60 hours. Yeah, exactly. And what enters your mind specifically is echoes of different people's memories. You start seeing people perishing here and there, like echoes of thoughts and occurrences that happened in the astral plane nearby. You see caravans traveling, floating through space. You see dragons riding by suddenly. A lot of different stuff going on. This plane is known for a lot of weird happenings and very diverse amount of travelers of all species. But eventually, as you're traveling, you might have to rein in Altor so he's not, like, goggling with his mouth open every now and then. But another thing, you can project your will into this world you find as you travel. You can project your voice into others. So, JM, while you're on the astral plane, you don't have to speak out loud. You can will yourself to be heard by just thinking about it.
Oh, thank God.
While
You
you're
do
here,
not
anyway.
understand how hard it is to freaking try to say something, but your mouth doesn't want to move.
And that's when you realize you can't speak out loud at all. There's no air here to breathe in to then push out of your mouth to speak. So you don't need to breathe. After several hours, you also realize you aren't getting hungry like you should be. Well, it would be weird for you to get hungry as a vampire, but you're not hungry for blood either.
That is nice.
But as you progress further, eventually, after almost a full day's worth of travel, so you now have about, let's see, what would that be? 60 minus 24 hours, I'm blanking, but day has been marked off of your time there, Altor. But eventually you see a big floating rock, a very massive meteor, but it's got structures coming from it. You can see over the tops, like over the peaks and whatnot. There's a large bridge system traversing the tops of the city. There's another meteor connected nearby by this bridge, and also has some sort of a field around it that is keeping it from floating away. As you're approaching, you see countless individuals floating through the air to get where they need to go. You see a few castles, a large temple. This is an expansive city as you approach. Welcome to the harbor city of Aaronport.
This is pretty big.
It is very enormous. As you get closer, a red dragon starts approaching. Very noticeably, coming right towards you all. And then as it gets closer, you spot a individual on top of the dragon riding it.
Oh, great.
Don't worry. The Githyanki are known for riding dragons, but as soon as he realizes who we are and who we follow, I'm sure there won't be any issue.
You say that, but you'll never know.
I never know, but I hope.
Oh, don't mind me. Just getting a matsu ready.
But as he gets closer, and the dragon rears back, the
How big is
figure
the dragon?
very.
Are we talking large? Are we talking huge?
Make a nature check.
Gargantuan. I speak Draconic.
Lower the DC. Best you can tell, it is huge or bigger. You're not exactly sure. You see his wingspan's about 80 feet, and he's about 49 feet long, roughly. Which is about 30 feet smaller than the golden great worm that you saw. So make of that what you will. Bit bigger than the adult gold dragon you once met, though. So, piecing together, you'd assume an ancient, possibly. Or possibly a large adult. But the figure on top of him is the one that gets off and wills himself closer, as the dragon stays there and is watching you all intently.
Hello.
Hello. What are you all approaching the great city of Aaronport for?
We seek sanctuary.
Curious. And who are you to attain sanctuary by the Githyanki that reside
Well,
here?
I am currently the fugitive wanted by most of the world, known as Leroy Boneparte of Arcane.
Never heard of you.
Fair enough.
State
But you
your
will.
business,
Eh,
or we will breathe fire down upon you.
Hello.
You are? Questions later. Speak now. I strongly urge it. Well, I'm Willow Windcrest. A long time ago, you guys knew me as the Eldritch Scion of chaos. And there is a visible reaction to the Githyanki warrior. That's a bold claim. I assume you can prove it. The Great One has not been seen in eons. In fact, we only know of him in teachings ourselves. Oh, yeah, I can prove it. But we're here urgently because order is on our tail, most likely. And the Githyanki warrior spits into the air. If that's true, the Queen will want to know a bit more about that, for sure. Very
In
well.
fact, we're probably on Ortor's #1 I want to kill list.
Good. Then you'll get along famously with the Queen. She'll be able to
Great.
tell if you are real or not.
Is she hot? And then I'm assuming I get slapped by Syndra.
Actually,
'Cause
before that comes out, Willow puts her hand over your mouth, or mind, like, to stop you. Or urging you to stop, like, almost pleading. She can't actually do it.
It's like, is she? And then just a bunch of yelling here. Like, oh, old.
And you hear in your mind, only you hear this. Don't joke like that about the Queen. That is a quick trip to death. She is revered as a god, or goddess.
The chaotic nature of Leroy is kicking at his door, going like, there are so many jokes to make, though.
There is, but I urge you not to. Please. But,
Can I at least get one Yas Queen?
well, I'm Arethion Vorlith, and this is my friend,
Arethion?
Arethion Voramus. And this is my friend, Ogramas. And he points to the dragon.
No
Follow
titles to
us.
speak of?
What's that?
I'm sorry, but I've heard that dragons have titles.
We get one when we're free and have completed our service.
Very well.
The great Balagos doesn't allow us to get too big of a head while we endure.
Is this why red dragons have a huge chip on their shoulder?
I don't know about the material plane ones, but we must complete a number of years worth of service before we can go back to the material plane.
Okay.
As children of Balagos, anyway.
Very well. Please, lead us.
But the Githyanki gets back on Ogramas and starts flying up to the top of the peaks and then cresting over, and that is when you see the full brunt of the city laid out before you as you're up on high. And starts heading towards the castle, which is right there. But there's the castle part of it, and then there is a great temple part of it. When he heads towards there, he doesn't descend down towards the castle part, but to the temple. Well,
Any special rules we should follow while we're in your city?
well, behave yourselves, or else. That's the only rule.
Any faux pas that I should know of?
A faux pas?
It is a word we say in my country.
I'm not sure what it means.
It means something you really shouldn't do.
Insult the queen.
Very well. What is your queen's name?
Vlakith. You're lucky, she's usually not here. Most of the time she's in Tunarath.
And this is the port city of...
Erinport.
Gotcha. All right, friends, let us go.
Would be
This would be Vlakith, the 47th. But as he descends down, that's Kaliad Keep, and this is the Temple of Reverence for Vlakith, where we come and whine to her and all that. Plead our cases, details. But as he descends down, you see kind of a familiar sight, a pair of Sphinx statues flanking the entrance to the temple. Which is a pretty, familiar sight from being in Aramania.
what?
Continue to follow.
Alright. As you enter the Grand Temple, there is a lot of individuals. There is a lot of warriors, but there is also a lot of priestly robed figures, as well as a few commoner-looking people. Not very many. Pretty much the entire populace, from what you've seen so far, it seems to have a station of some sort. But very few commoners here and there. And as you get towards the back, at the very center of the room, not wedged up against the back of the room or anything like that, just dead center in the middle of the building, right where this spire peaks, and you see the spire going up. But right below that is a throne, upon which a figure that looks like a Githyanki, for sure, but there's no nose to speak of, just it is removed. And then you see one eye is kind of sunken and an empty socket, but a red glow peers out from it. You see a crown on her head, a long flowing white hair. My Lady Vlakith, it appears we have some people that claim order is on their tail. Not really paying attention at first. At this, though, she directs her attention immediately towards you all and studies each of your faces very heavily.
I have a very goofy grin as I'm just kind of doing the very small wave. Hey. My
Interesting.
charisma is terrible right now. I don't know how to act.
Interesting. And what would Order want with all of you?
Mostly death.
Interesting indeed. Explain.
Well, we.
As this is who you see.
I mean, if I didn't have a wife.
Alrighty.
Uh, yeah. Uh, mm. So, me and her, I point to Willow. Got a little bit of the chaos inside of us.
The Great One, I see.
The old one, yes.
Well, he's older than the Great Old Ones.
Mm-hmm.
By a lot.
Mm-hmm. I not. I know. He let me know. Multiple times.
He sired this great plane, the unaging plane of the Astral Sea.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He done a lot of good. And a lot of bad. And a lot of nothing.
Very true, though that can be said about most.
We are made in his image.
Curious. I felt a ripple across the plain not but a day ago. Did that have something to do with you?
Yes.
I see. It's the first connection with chaos that I've felt in eons.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and we're hoping to do it another 3-4 times. 3 times. 3.
Approach.
I walk up. Or float up.
She reaches out and tries to place her hand upon your forehead. Very bony looking hand. But yet an odd strength to it.
I I glance over to my wife. I'm not doing nothing. This is her.
And when she does, she tightens a little bit. And you feel something enter your mind. Do you resist?
No.
Alright. Interesting. You're not lying. Well, that's good news for you.
Currently, there's an image of Leroy bearing like a lot of thoughts in like a very deep hole. That's his visual of him trying to like hide all the comments. He's just like, as soon as she glances at it, he's just whistling in his mind.
She releases you. Well, I suppose I'll let you have reign of the city for now. If order comes, we can't defend you, though. So, I'll need you to press on within the week.
Very well. That is more time than I was assuming. Hey.
Well, we'll do all we can to let the Great One come back to this world. I felt a calling from the material plane. I even was urged to go there. I guess this would be why. Delicious.
So if I let him out, what are your plans?
We will serve him once again. Whatever he requires of us. He was going to make me a deity, you know.
I nod.
He
Meanwhile, in my
elevated-
mind, I'm like, that scatterbrain mother effer. It's like he's been making promises, like writing checks.
Yeah. He can do whatever he wants, so,
Yeah, but the problem is that he's so scatterbrained that he never does it.
Exactly.
Just kind of sigh.
Well,
Mm,
while you're in Aaronport, don't bother us with any trifles, don't bother us with any troublemaking, and you'll be fine.
so don't not stab the barkeep or anything of that sort.
I mean, you can do it, but you won't live to tell the tale. There's a lot of military here, almost 90% of the population.
That is a lot of the population.
And the other 9% are priests and magic folk, so not a very smart thing to do.
Entire city made of people who are ready for combat. Great.
We have been for all time, and we have quite a few dragons at our disposal thanks to Balagos as well.
Cool, cool, cool.
Good luck.
Look at the rest of the group. Any questions?
Nope. Nope.
That's actually pretty.
You're looking pretty few in number to take on the other seals.
We lost a couple.
Well, I have a priest that has been urging to travel to the material plane. They could help you.
I don't think my heart is ready for more friends.
Well, you don't have to be friends with him.
Oh, great. So, and you don't care if he dies?
Not at all.
Oh, fantastic. Where is the little bugger?
In comes running Dragon's character. I don't know if he's ready to introduce himself or not.
Let's just say I'll come up with a name later type of situation. I'm just trying to remove one spell right now.
Yeah. So in comes running a figure shrouded in fog that none of his appearance can be seen beyond the veil.
Well, he is a Calistar, so...
Kalashtar.
Calistar.
We'll call him Hoodie for now.
Yep. He's appearing to be having a little bit of an identity crisis, so forgive him for now.
Is he competent?
Define competent.
Useful?
Yeah.
You hesitated there for a second.
Well, what use are any of you mortals?
A lot, actually.
Well, it remains to be seen. Either which way. Good luck.
Thank you for your time.
I'll let the gods know you're free to roam the city.
That will also be appreciated. Any place we can sleep or stay?
I'll put you up at the Emerald Manse.
Emerald Mancy.
Erethion, would you take them? Yes, my lady. Looks like I get to escort you once again.
Sorry for the bother.
Not to worry.
Sorry, my companions are so quiet. Normally they're so talkative.
Yeah.
Especially that one. But it seems his throat is hurting. Probably from drinking too much blood. No, wait, that's the other one. So what's your excuse?
Well, we were told to be on our best behaviors.
Doesn't mean you can't speak, Erethion says.
No, for him it does mean he can't speak.
No, fair enough. Either way, follow me.
Follow.
Yeah.
You You can stay
I'll
here,
note it.
Artemis. I'll be back. And the dragon just like curls up in the middle of the temple. Well, for proper introductions, I'm Erethion, the General of Aaronport. When Vlakith is not within the city, I command things here. From the Kaliad Keep, usually is my normal spot. So, the Emerald Gnats. As he floats over the city, he eventually arrives at a tall emerald building with a large emerald spire right here. And as you fly over it, you see a little shipyard, like an actual boat and a very sizable lake. And you can kind of see like steam rising out of the lake as well. Like fog settling upon it. And a beach even, and docks.
I noticed that.
It looks like a rather large, almost castle-like structure with the one emerald spire. There's a garden there. And yeah, looks like a pretty nice building.
Sweet digs.
It's one of the better places in town.
So are there rooms? Or somewhere we supposed to check in?
Yeah, just go on in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vlakith
head in.
would have told them already.
Fair enough. Thank you for your time and escort and thing. It's kind of nice having people actually help us for once.
Don't get used to it. We're terribly unreliable and we like to steal things from people normally.
So you're a venturing party.
We're pirates. In a
So
sense.
you're an adventuring party.
Sure. Whatever you want to label it as.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Well, have fun. If you need anything special, feel free to get a hold of me or one of my warriors. I'll let the city know, the guards.
Do you have any markets or shops?
Well, of course, it wouldn't be a city without one. He immediately rises very high in the sky, really quickly.
Ooh.
And he gestures for you to follow.
Wait, we can
Float.
fly?
Yeah, you can float in any direction.
This is still that the
Yes.
intelligence movement.
Yep. It's still
okay.
it's still just like that. Yeah, the city doesn't have gravity. Gravity in this space is weightless, but it also, like, you just stay in place. If you were to not think about moving forward, you would just stay in the same exact place, not moving at all. There's no momentum, there's no, like, pull to this place.
Nice.
But as you urge yourself, and he is gesturing, he points down to this place and road right here. There's where all your day-to-day markets are. There's a few big-name shops. If you want, like, weaponry, armor, that sort of thing, that is this big tower right here. That's the Raytheon's hold. Magical supplies will be in this building here.
Mm.
Thank you.
Anything else more,
Niche.
yeah, niche, you'd have to ask further.
Very well. Thank you once again for your time.
Not a problem. We're expecting big things of you.
I hope one of them is disappointment.
You're a prepared caster, so you can have them all. Just,
Yeah, I know. Like, I just don't know which one to have, like, right now prepared.
Probably dispel magic.
Yeah, you're in a city, so... Yeah, you'll have to get used to prepared casters. I don't think you've played one before, have you?
No.
Druids are.
Oh, yeah,
prepared
Druid,
casters.
yeah. Yeah, so you know what the dig is.
Yeah,
You just have more options.
Willow, as you're traversing the city, has just been kind of clutching dark force and, like looking nervously to the skies.
You alright?
Yeah,
so
just
Mike,
first time I'm free. I don't imagine he'll want me to be free for very long.
If he tries to get you back, I'll try my best to stop him, but,
Yeah. Well, luckily you can't find us for now.
Are you okay?
No. Trying not to think about it.
Do you want to talk about it?
Not
Later?
really.
Um.
He's kept me alive for more years than your mortal mind can comprehend.
Yeah, no, I understand, but,
Close to 17 billion.
just to let you know, I felt what you felt.
What do you mean?
When time took me back, like, I was feeling everything, right?
Yeah, you were.
I understand the anguish you went through.
Borealis was very dear to me.
He was to me too, but not to your extent. He was a friend.
I mean Borealis, not Caladraxis.
Ah, right. Yeah, yes. Sorry, it's one of those things.
It's fine. I don't know who
Yeah.
killed him. Whether it was his own brother, or if Order did it, or what.
I don't think so. There's some things that I know that I should probably let you in on. But later, once we're more secure location where, no one can eavesdrop on our thoughts.
Sounds good. Altor, as you're traversing the city, you see like beams of light columns shooting up from random places, and it's really trippy. You're high as fuck, buddy.
It's like one of the music videos.
Like the ground is exploding, yeah. It's like you're seeing meteor showers, but when they hit, they explode in just a bunch of colors, like random rainbow colors. Yes, a cute apocalypse, a very colorful apocalypse. And sometimes when they hit the ground, you'll see like dancing unicorns around it just running in circles.
Well, then comes up to you. Hey, man, you're having a crazy trip.
It's like, wow, man, you're really fucked up.
You're experiencing what Cocaine Bear is experiencing right now.
But
Anyways,
if you
we're
head
going to
into
the shop.
Oh, the shops, okay. Alright, what are we looking for first?
Healing potions.
Alright, that would be
For the love
the
of God.
magical supplies.
Yes, that is exactly where I want to go to.
Honey, you don't need any spells, do you?
I could use some 6 levels now that we're
Well, that's right.
able to
You
be.
unlock. Yeah, you unlock that circle.
I gotta find a color that's good for this place. For text. Let's see, there we go. It's not too bad. There we go. Alrighty. And then... Alrighty.
Would I have the typical starting gear?
Yeah. And I'll roll you some magic items here in a bit. But...
Yeah. I was just wondering.
So the weapons and armor was the Raytheon's hold, and then the Keeper's Legacy was the magical items.
Alrighty.
As
And
you-
towards the Keeper's Legacy.
As you enter the Keeper's Legacy, you see a weird bird-like individual, but not like any you've seen before. This is more vulture-esque, and it's very hunched over, like a hunchback vulture. It's only
Well,
about
I see
4 feet tall.
When I see a bird controlling a shop, I turn around immediately and walk out.
And it's in a very purple robe with kind of stars moving through it.
Mm.
Take a couple of moments to myself, and then I'll turn back around and go back inside.
Is it a familiar robe? No.
It doesn't look like yours, no. It's not a robe of stars. So a robe of stars has like almost like a full galaxy kind of emanating through it. This is just a purple robe with not stars in the shape of stars, but like a fictional star would look like. Just like a silver line with it spreading out.
Okay, click.
Can I just say that I bought insert spell components here?
Yeah, just make sure you minus the gold.
Yeah. I just want to say that before, like...
Anything from 3rd level or lower, you can say you have 2 uses of each at this level. And you can choose 1 component from 4th and 5th to have for free as well, to be nice. But yeah, what all do you need?
Hmm. Well, So, since I would I know that I need a coffin?
Yes, you would know.
Well, I'm
Everard
looking.
made you aware of the transition and what you would
That'd be
need.
nice. I'm looking for a coffin. If you got any? A nice one would do.
A coffin? I see. Strange request if you weren't a vampire.
I guess it would be.
Very well. I can set you up with a nice, let's say, ivory, or would you like perhaps ebony? Anything fancy or even magical? I've got a
Well,
really expensive one I could set you up with that you can even get in it and then teleport with the coffin.
that actually sounds like something we're gonna need.
So it'll only work for yourself, so it's a teleport for one person. But you can cast the teleport spell while within it, and it'll shift you to wherever your location is choosing. There's some chance for mishaps, of course, but that is the nature of the teleport spell. But the good news
And-
is, if you do have a mishap, the coffin takes the damage for you and not yourself.
Oh yeah, okay.
So, what happens is, the coffin has 100 hit points, and it is magically protected. It has an AC of 20, and it has resistance to all damage except for force, which is what a mishap on the teleport spell would do in the first place. So, you would need it to get repaired if you keep having mishaps.
That sounds fair.
It is 20,000 gold pieces.
I could be sure I scrunch that up. Was it 100 for platinum, or was it 20 for platinum?
It's 100 for platinum. For one platinum piece.
10 would be that. So it'd be 200, right? Or 20. It'd be 20.
20 would be 2,000. So it'd be 200 platinum.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I can hand over 200 platinum.
Ah, well, this is a delight. I don't often get people that can spend that kind of money at a whim.
Yeah. Probably only one time, though.
He reaches out, and from one of the higher shelves, what you're looking at is kind of like a library setup, where all these shelves are very enormous. Some of the shelves are really quite small, but it depends on the tier of item. You see a ship up on one of the shelves, way off in the distance, and it is kind of a superimposed, like, background. It looks really close up, but you can also see how many rows there are between here and the back of the shop. But it feels closer than it is. And you see a full-on, like, almost ship-looking, but very more advanced than anything you've ever seen. Very odd, but it looks like a sailboat. But floating off of one of the shelves and coming towards you is this very pristine ebony built coffin, and it is plated with gold trim all over it as well, on the accents.
Oh.
And then it arrives at your feet.
Looks like I'll be using this.
Yep, as a vampire, you'll just need to sleep in that once, and it'll be your new destination, and it is a very good item for vampires to have, because it can teleport.
Others not.
And it also, when you die, or reach 0 hit points, rather, instead of having to travel back to it, your essence will automatically go to it as long as it's on the same plane of existence.
All right.
So you don't have to worry about not being able to reach it.
I just have to worry about keeping it safe.
Yep. If it's destroyed, it'll be useless to you, so keep that in mind. Now, what can I do for all of you customers?
How much to break that thing he just bought?
You'll have to do that yourself, I'm afraid. I don't do anything for free.
So free. Oh, my sorry, I'm kidding.
I mean, I could break it, but then he would want his money back, and
Fair
too
enough.
much trouble for me.
Yeah, jokes aside. Healing potion. You have any?
What do I look like? Of course I do. I've got a whole warehouse here.
I see, warehouse. Mm-hmm.
I can even sell you a werewolf if you want.
Maybe later.
Oh, well, fair enough.
I mean, where am I gonna put them? It's, I have to take care of him, wash him, trim him.
Yeah, he's a little upkeep is always a tough thing, but he's very obedient. I've got a collar on him. And he's got no mind to speak of, so yeah. No refunds.
No refunds. Do you don't happen to sell spells, do you?
Does the vulture that can speak and wears robes and has a bunch of magic at his disposal, can he sell you spells?
I didn't want to assume.
No, I can't sell you spells.
Very well.
Of course I can.
We got a funny one.
Well, I specialize in a few things. Circle of Death and Disintegrate are two amongst my best. I'm able to produce those scrolls very easily.
I've been hit by a disintegrate spell before.
Etherealness, Prismatic Spray, Feeble Mind, more of my specialties. Dominate Person, Dream, the Gaius spell.
So no reaction from that. Got it.
What, do you want a medal? I can get you a medal. I've got one up here on the top shelf.
How much?
It is the Badge of the Watch item from the compendium.
I was hoping just a medal that says you survived disintegration. Congratulations.
I mean, I could engrave that on there.
Can you just engrave it on a regular metal that's not too expensive?
I could, but that would be boring. Sure. There you go.
I don't have any more attunement slots.
He casts Creation. There, that'll last you, however long Creation lasts. I think a few days.
On my shirt.
Do. Stone.
I just want people to know.
Yeah, that'll be, last for 12 hours. I need 10 gold for that.
I'll hand him 10 gold.
There you go. It's a rental.
I'll hand him 10 gold and silver.
Alright, anything else I can get you? What you looking for?
Healing potions.
Right.
What are your pricings?
75 gold for a potion of healing. 275 for graters. 5,000 for superiors. And 25,000 for supreme.
Gotcha. Honey, any idea which spell you want?
A lot of them. You pick.
Alright, I'm going to be a moment looking over 6th level spells, so you guys go ahead.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at, so I could get to work with them. You, ranger fellow. What can I do for you? I do take requests as well. I'll type them out.
Clerics.
And then if you need any magic items there too, Dragon, let me know.
Yeah, we still have to roll. I think we have to roll for mine yet, don't we?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me 2d100, 1d100, and 1d100. You have a full week, Altor. If that's what you mean.
So 2D 100. One D 100. And what the other one was
1.
2?
Another 1.
Oh, just one other one. Okay.
Alrighty, so you will get a final dice upgrade for your bow. What are you at currently? A D8 or a D10? Gotcha, so you're going to a D12. It would be... Let me check my notes. I got the calculation for it in there. That would be 17,500.
Okay, so. Oh. Oh boy, 2 diamonds I have.
Alright, and as for you, Dragon, that would be 94 is a... Ring of Mind Shielding. 175 plat, yeah, correct. Uh, 51 would be an Ion Stone of Awareness. And you rolled 51 again. Reroll that 51, the second 51. That is adamantine breastplate.
Ooh.
And then the 22 is a Ring of Telekinesis.
Okay, so I'm guessing the breastplate doesn't. It's not in the companion.
There's adamantine armor for the description of adamantine, and then you would just drag a regular breastplate over. All right. Anything? Anybody else need anything?
I do not. At the moment.
Spyro.
She happens to be indisposed now.
How do you spell adamantine?
ADAMINTINE. I don't remember if it was ever mentioned in Ace's campaign, JM, but Aaronport was the city where Gareth was from in the Astral Sea.
Oh, nice.
Gotcha, Altor.
Honey,
Yeah.
do you want to be able to deal damage, or do you want to be able to make someone dance?
I like hurting people.
Chain lightning is an option.
Whatever you think's best, dear.
Disintegration is also an option.
Well, that was my dad's favorite. His go-to, as it was. One spell I would recommend is Mental Prison, because I have a really high save DC, and
I was looking at that one too.
I could really get rid of one person that way.
As long as they don't touch the bars, and then they just take the damage and then get away.
Yeah.
However, you could make them dance.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of Fry's specialty, but he left.
Mm-hmm. No, but have you actually seen the spell?
Auto's Irresistible Dance, yeah.
Yeah, it's no saving throw in the beginning. As long as the creature can be charmed, it automatically takes effect.
It's not really my style, but it's up to you.
Fair enough. I just love that. It's just the start. It's like, hey, it's
Dance.
just start doing it.
Do the dance. Make a little
Make a little-
love. Get down tonight.
We are married.
That's right.
Pincer, force blah, point blah, thunder damage. And you're not the one to summon people, are you?
Not really.
Question: do you want to steal the souls of people?
Boy, do I.
Soul cage is an option.
I'd be down for that.
We just need to build tiny little cages.
I've got tiny little cages. The vulture says.
Of course you do.
For Soul Cage, oh, big ticket popular item amongst the spellcasters here in Aaronport.
How much are each 6th level spell?
Let's see, 50 gold per spell level, right?
I
Yeah.
believe so.
So whatever that is. 50 times 6 is 300.
So 300 per spell. True Seeing might be a good one. I'm trying to see if there's any ritual ones. 6th level rituals, that way she doesn't need to have them prepared.
Yeah, just once
Okay,
you're done
that's
making
it.
the list, type them out or add them to the sheet, her sheet if you want, because I believe I gave you access to her sheet. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. There's only one ritual level 6 spell.
Yeah. The highest level of ritual is a 6th, and there's none after.
I mean, Circle of Death is cool enough, but that's everyone.
Yeah.
I did not choose Circle of Death.
Bite might also be a really good one. Especially because her saving DC is so high. We can just make her target fall unconscious.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Is there something that increases the cleric's spell DC?
Amulet. No, wait, that's paladins. Or, I think Amulet of the Devout is both. Amulet of the Devout. Yeah. That's what you'd be looking for.
What would that be?
Well, there's a +1 version, +2, and +3.
I'm looking at the +3 version.
That one would be 50,000 gold.
50,000. Remind me, is platinum's 100 gold, right?
Yep.
Uh, 199. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna buy that. So I need.
You have 50,000 gold? I don't think you
the-
have 50,000 gold.
It was what Brandon had.
Yeah, he had like 33,000 total.
He had 100, 249
Yeah.
platinum.
Which is only like 25,000 gold. Here, your value of platinum isn't correct on your sheet yet. There we go. But still, yeah, that's only 21,067. Is how much gold you have currently. Much less than 50,000.
Ooh. Yeah, I was doing my math wrong.
Yeah, clear. I know.
So plus 2 then?
25,000.
I just need to get. I just need to get some more than a 17 save DC right now.
You can do the +1 for a that would be only 5,000.
That would increase it to 18.
And the main reason I'm having it priced so high is it gives you a whole nother use of Channel Divinity as well.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It does.
How much were superior healing potions again?
5,000.
Alright, and graders were 275?
Yep.
10 of those. There's a quick math here. Okay. So, those 7 spells. Give her some options. Also, that Platinum Shield, I think she can... Doesn't she have the ability to store a spell?
Yes.
How long does the spell
Arcane.
lasted stored?
1 hour.
Gotcha. So it would burn her 6 level slot. Got it. But it's a really nice one to have just in case.
Yeah.
Chain lightning, high bite, disintegrate. Yep. So those 7. Summoning's really good because while you're concentrating on it, you can just keep recasting it.
Gotcha.
5 silver cages to add that. So yeah,
I
that's what we want.
For her, when I leveled her up to 11, she gets 2 free spells. I gave her
I saw gravity,
Fissure,
gravity something. Yeah, fissure and
Globe of Invulnerability.
yeah, mental bubble. Ready. So that's going to be 53. 54. 54 and give myself 50 JP. Okay.
Okay, so +1 it is then.
So yeah, I'll hand him 54 platinum and get 50 gold back and change.
Alrighty.
And I have 10 potions of greater healing.
Alrighty. I added all the spells.
Awesome.
And I'll add those silver cages as well. Oops. There we go. Alrighty, I got all the stuff added. Except for the healing potions, I left you to deal with that.
I put him in my character sheet.
I figured.
Okay, so
Does she have any healing potions?
She's got 3 potions of regular.
I'll give her 3 of the greater healing.
Okay.
did I do that right?
And there is a unique spell that he offers. He offers a little bit of a variety, but there's only one that is high enough or low enough level that she can cast. The others are 7ths and 8ths, and there is a 4th. So one of them being Dimensional Anchor, which is a 4th level spell. And then there
So
is...
it's a trapping spell.
Yes, and it can be placed on objects as well. And then the other one is Greater Dispel Magic.
I was just looking at that, trying to find where the homebrew spells were.
They're on the other game. The old powers. I haven't ported them over to Neverending Tale yet.
Okay, so what was that was the greater dispel magic,
Yep.
right?
Yep, and that's when you cast a spell, you choose to target a single creature or a 15-foot radius sphere.
That's a 6th level spell.
Yep, 6th level.
Alrighty, that's another 400 or 300. And the 4th level spell is another 200, so 500. I'll fork over for that.
Alrighty.
Okay.
The others are all... There's a 9th level, 3 7th levels, and an 8th level. So, a little bit too high.
Grab this.
They're all 3rd edition spells. that I brought to 5e. The dimensional anchor, however, requires amethyst worth 100 gold pieces for each casting.
Sorry, what was that?
The dimensional anchor requires 100 gold pieces worth of amethysts. The duration is 1 hour, range of 60 feet, and 1 action for casting time.
Give her enough for 5 castings.
Okay. Five amethysts worth 100 GP. Alrighty. There's a charisma save for creatures. Not for objects, of course. Alrighty, so... Oh, go ahead, Dragon.
Greater Restoration. Are you still doing that too? Different,
500 for stats and 100 for the regular casting.
so 500 gold for the,
Diamond dust.
okay. So what do you want me to have? The 500 gold or the 100 gold
Well,
diamond dust?
Well, I told you it was your choice. 1 through 3rd level spells, you can just have whatever material component, enough for 2 castings. For 4th and 5th level, I told you could have 1 free use of whatever you want. The rest you have to buy.
Yeah, that's why I was asking which
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, so it's your choice, is what I'm saying. I can't make the decision for you, buddy.
$100 gold dust it is then.
Yeah, for the 500, you'd have to buy that.
Yeah, it's more, you get more use out of the 100 gold anyway, so.
Alrighty.
Invisibility.
And then greater dispel magic. Let's test that out. There we go.
Yeah, you probably want to do the same thing on my end too, Tisano. With the upgrader to spell magic.
Well, you got all the information yourself there, so you know how to do it, right?
Yeah, it's just I was talking about like upcasting anyway.
All you have to do is have it checkmarked for at higher levels.
Okay.
And then change to verbal and somatic components. Because there's no material for that one. You have to add a range as well.
$120 feet.
Oh, you copied the dimensional anchor description as well.
My bad.
Yeah, copy paste it from the example that I casted through Syndra.
That's why I said to double check that.
But unless anybody else needs anything.
Yeah.
Not that I can think of.
I'm good.
Alrighty. Well, what's the plan?
Could I possibly upgrade that breastplate?
Yeah. Let's see here. So plus ones are 1,500. Plus 2 is 10,000. Or, sorry, for mediums it would be 12,500. And plus 3s would be really, really expensive.
Gross.
And I have that wrong for the plus 1. That was for heavies. So 1,500 for heavy, but it's only 700 for medium.
Wait, the plus one is 1,700.
700.
Oh, so the plus 2 is 17.
No, the plus 2 is 12,500.
Twelve thousand 500.
Yep. There we go.
Plat.
Here, I'll just copy paste that as well. So from a base armor going from 0 to 1 is that price for each light, heavy, and medium, and then from going from plus 1 to 2 is the next set, and then plus 2 to 3. Since I give you guys a lot of opportunities to make gold, I have my own higher end prices for each armor.
Yeah.
I usually don't allow to be higher for, a cheap price. Mainly because I don't want to create a bunch of creatures that have plus 18, 15 hit to be able to challenge you guys.
Oh, that would be 1. So going from base to 2 would be third. So going from 0 to 2 is still 12,500. Okay. Yeah. $199. Yeah, I'm gonna do the +2 then. Which I think is 199 plat.
Should be 120 platinum, and then 500 gold,
Yeah.
or 5 platinum. 5 more.
No, I was just trying to think the platinum
Yeah, so
price.
it's 125 platinum.
Okay, so 199 to minus 125 is 74. Okay.
Love math, guys. I love math.
Oh, and does that include the anatomy?
Oh, right.
And
You have adamantine armor.
I would also sell the chainmail. What I would have gotten from the starter thing.
Yeah, I'll assume that gold's already been spent on something else down the line, or before,
Yeah.
this year. It would only be negligible amount anyway, but so for adamantine and mithril, it is harder to upgrade because you would have to have found a smith capable of working with it.
Okay.
By level 11, I would say you would definitely have been able to come across a smith like that, but so I would say I have my mithril price set at times 1.4 the price. So we'll just use that. So 12,500 times 1.4%. That's an extra 175 gold per tier.
175.
But then you do it twice, so
30.
times 2.8%, sorry. So you're going from +1 to +2. So it's only an extra 350 gold.
Okay, so how much did he say it was?
Hold on,
175
I'm doing math
to
wrong.
oh 450. 450 for during it twice. 175 plus 175.
That would be 350.
Yes, 350. Okay. Eagle 5. Eagle 7.
Alright. Anything else?
I could
That I can
upgrade
think
the
of.
shield. I could upgrade the shield, but
Shields are the same price for heavies. So 1,500 for heavy. For a +1, 15,000 for +2, 55,000 for +3.
All right. Get the +2.
How do you have the money for that?
Wait, no, +50. Wait, is it 50? No, wait.
15.
I'm thinking. I keep on thinking. Uh, Platinum is 1,000.
Yeah, definitely not.
So,
But you could at
plus-
least get a +1
Yeah.
for only 1,500. But if that's it and that's everybody settled, what's the plan? Where do you all go from here?
Was it getting dark at all whenever we were in that other realm? I guess you can't really tell. But
You're still in the other realm, but the sky remains the same color.
Hmm.
You can assume to form a civilization here that it would probably be protected in some way from that. While you're within the city, at least. But at the Emerald Manse, while you stay there, there is a kind of a Triton-looking individual, but instead of... So it has Triton-like features up top, but it has 8 tentacles for its bottom half.
Oh.
And the inside is immersed in water. The individual rooms are like portholes that you swim through, and then the water is sealed off from the room. But they have rooms with that can be fully immersed as well, kind of at the individual person's discretion. But when you get out of the water, you're dry. And you also don't need to breathe while you're in the astral plane, so there's no worry about holding your breath.
pretty nice.
But the lobby and all that is immersed in water.
Hmm.
And again, over the course of the several days, you never get hungry. And then your week has passed. So, what is the plan?
Well, well, they said we were only supposed to stay here for about a week, right?
Yeah, a week total.
Yeah. If we get through that week, they probably don't want us here anymore. Probably need to find out where our next destination lies, and how to get to it.
Well, discuss amongst yourselves.
What is the destination?
Leroy.
Yes.
Your friend asked you a question.
Sorry, repeat that. I'm fading a little bit, but I'm good.
What happens to be our next destination?
That is a great question. We need to get in contact with our other companion and see how he's faring.
The shady one?
Hey, he's helping us.
Yeah. Yes.
Vesemir?
Yeah.
Oh, I can send him a message.
Do you have the capabilities right now?
Well, we've got a week of sitting here to... She could do it over the
Gotcha.
course of one of the days, at least.
Yeah.
So she'll cast
Kind of
sending.
touch base where he is and everything.
So essentially, he's still in Gradeau. He says that there is kind of reminiscent of Aaronport. There's not a lot of civilian life there. Almost everyone is in service to Vigorday, and they keep a very close eye on the entirety of the place. It almost feels like a fortress instead of a civilization. So he's having a bit of trouble getting close. He's thinking a distraction somewhere in the city would be the easiest way.
Then we only have to deal with a couple of guards.
He does mention that they are mostly all angels of some kind or another, other than the Firesworn that are hosted here. So the King's troops still have a presence, but not nearly as many as you would find in Sar or Jockins. He also relays that there are a bunch of archmages in the city with floating islands in the skies where their towers reside, watching over the place at all times as well.
Interesting.
He said, of the three cities that he's been to, Aramania, Jockins, and Sar, Gradeau is much more fortified than literally any of them.
Probably need to save that one for last thing.
He also says he's not seen Vigorday once. Yet, at least. So you can only assume that he stays in the castle.
Very well.
Which one? Probably seem to be the, I guess, least on guard, probably.
And then Sar, you've seen Sar before. Your dad and the Duke of Sar are very close friends, and you would have been to many parties or social gathering events. So, here is Sar. And you know that is the keep right there. Where the Duke would live.
Are you still doing the Arcana checks for attunement?
No.
Okay. Because it was just the amulet of the vow.
It's just the short rests.
Okay.
And also those magic items you rolled, you can attune to them. You would have already been attuned to them.
I kind of figured as much.
Yeah.
To those.
So, your all's choice.
Well, I feel like our closest bet of being able to open a second seal would be through connections. And the only connection that I guess that we've got is in SAR.
Hmm. That does seem to be the consensus here. That is the place, but in order to get into the area we need to go, we'll have to got some sort of distraction.
Saltran? Deltrin?
Yeah. What?
No, the character's name. I just Zeltran? I can't. I looked at a couple of names real quick, and that just seemed like the good one.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was just telling everybody else too, you know.
Oh, Zeltron.
Yeah.
Well, since JM's fading and Fade is voiceless currently, we can go ahead and end there. That was mainly a shopping session, and hopefully next time we get.
I'm really sorry.
Everybody.
Like my brain is shutting off, and I'm trying to like slap myself awake.
Like I kind of knew it wasn't gonna be a me episode anyway, so.
Hey, you now have a chance to
Yeah, you got time to
flesh them out.
fully get it all done and over with.
Yeah, give me a reason to hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, getting rid of the shopping is a good
It's a
thing.
really big deal. Yeah. Yeah. Well, once again, I'm really sorry. Like I said, normally I can handle it, but today I'm just like,
I go North Carolina cocaine. Like, be a man.
I should.
The one thing I do need is a Pantheon.
That is up to you, buddy. I've got all the
Yeah, I
gods
know. Like,
up there listed.
yeah, I know. Like, I wasn't too sure if that one person was the god that was introduced, or
Vlakith, she basically, so you would know from being in her service for a while. She is revered as a goddess because she has been around for a very long time as the astral plane. In the astral plane, you do not age.
Yes, queen.
So she's revered as a goddess, and she claims to be like about to rise as a deity, but
Ascension.
ascension, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah. But she's not a deity currently.
so I can't choose her then, right?
She's powerful enough you could get power from her. But it would be necromantic power. So it wouldn't explain why you're a Circle of Twilight.
Okay,
She's more of a grave and death domain.
Alright, guys, I'm heading out.
See you, buddy.
Yep, I'll see you.
Yeah, so that's just kind of where, like, don't know which god or goddess falls within that realm.
Well, now you have 2 weeks to figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured you guys needed a high-level area to spend your hard-earned gold and recuperate for a moment, and
Yeah.
that is why I
Yeah,
built Aaronport.
and not to die and be destroyed completely.
Handle Divinity is it's technically 3 out of.
Yep, you have an extra use. Well, it's more like once you use a channel divinity, it's used for free with the amulet.
Yeah, I was
Either
just,
which way, it maths out to 3 uses.
for me, it's easier just to keep track at if it's 3.
Yeah, and if
You know,
next session you guys decide you want to stay here and actually explore the place, that is fine too. I did give you guys a week to do whatever you wanted. So,
Yeah.
and this is an enormous city, so there is plenty to do here.
the Iron Stone of Awareness.
Yeah.
Should that be in?
So I didn't make this map. I found it on Incarnate, but I fleshed out everything within it. I don't like doing the top-down views, so I outsourced for this one. But I'll go ahead and end the stream there, and we can just have a friendly talk.